Hi guys, this is the E class. I'll help you understand all the features of the car. So starting with the basic one, we have the driving lever right here. Down is the drive, up is the reverse, and this is the parking. While changing the gears, of course you will need to press the brake pedal, post which you can press it down or up to change the lever. You get the parking button right here. So once the car is at a standby, you can press this button to put the car in the parking mode. Next, we have a headlight indicator right here. Automatically the high beam, low beam will be adjusted according to the car's automatic setting. This small rotational button is for the brightness of the screens. So these two screens that we have in front of us, the brightness of this can be controlled from this small scrolling panel right here. This is the fog lamps. Here we get some other settings as well. So if you toggle it to the right side, the light settings will turn to manual. Then you can basically put on the high beam and low beam. Like for example, this is now put on manual mode. And if I turn on the headlamps, the car will go on high beam. So we get an indicator right here. This is high beam, this is low beam. And then you can turn on the blinker as well. So for high beam, you push this behind and continuous high beam will be on. And this is your regular blinker. Then we have the handbrake right here. So basically handbrake is not of much use, as the moment you put the car in parking mode, handbrake is automatically applied. But at a uphill or downhill, if you wish to apply the handbrake, you simply push this button, handbrake will be applied, and to remove the handbrake you pull this out. Moving towards the main screen of the car, here we have a screen that can be controlled from this touchpad here, as well as from the buttons on the steering wheel. So as we can see on the steering wheel, we have two sets of buttons, one on the right side and one on the left side. Simply put, the left side will control left screen and the right side will control the right screen. So the driver while driving can control anything that he wishes to see on the screen right from here, as well as he can control the left screen from here. Now for the passenger, we also have this touchpad right here. So this can be used for controlling the screen. Coming to the buttons here on the dash, we have the air ventilation buttons all right here. I'll help you understand them as well. So on the right side, we can see the right side temperature, which I can increase and decrease from here. This is the air ventilation. So in which direction you want, you can select that from here. From here you get to see the air ventilation within. So even though there are filters inside the car, if you feel like there's a smelly area nearby, you can turn this on and the air circulation will only remain inside the car, meaning that no new air will be taken from outside to the inside. This will automatically turn off after 15 to 20 minutes, as the car would need you to breathe a fresh air. This is the AC on off. This is for the rear defogging, and max is for the front defogging. Now anytime you press any of these buttons, you get an indication with this yellow icon here, light. That means that the rear is on. You just simply need to turn this on and off like this. So we get the temperature of the left side right here. We get the temperature and the air direction here. Fan speed. So there's one fan speed and two different air temperatures. So fan speed can be only one, but temperatures can be multiple. Auto means automatically the fan speed will be detected by the car depending on the temperature outside and inside the car. Then you get the menu button. So menu button will basically show you all the AC settings right on your screen. So here we can see in the first row of temperature, what is the fan. Like if we turn it on the first speed, you can see the air direction here. This is the temperature right here. The max, front defogger, rear defogger. Synchronizing means whatever the temperature is on the driver's side will be synced throughout the car. Now because this car is a 3-zone AC, that means that there are 2 different temperatures in the front, and in the second row of seats there's 1 more temperature. You can control all of this after you press this menu button here. So when you press the menu button, you get this screen from where you can control the first row of temperature, right side, the fan speed, the direction of air, second row of seats, the airflow and the temperature. Just below the AC settings, we get these shortcut buttons. As we know, this is the parking light or the hazard light. Star is for favorites. So when you set your own profile, you can put in some favorites, like if you wish to turn off the display, if you want the sound system to a particular level. So these can be saved in the favorites. This car icon is basically for opening settings. When you press this button, this is the settings that open up. Then we have the radio and media shortcut button, telephone here, and navigation right here. So these are 2 different things in one button. So once if you press it one, the radio turns off. If you press this again, you get the Bluetooth or whatever media that you're playing from the phone. Then we get the navigation here. You get either your phone, the Mercedes Benz maps, or if you have put in your Google Play or CarPlay, then you get the Google Maps right here. Telephone is here, so you can connect your phones. It will show you the device manager screen. So these are all the buttons right here. Coming to the next part, we have a storage space here. You get 2 cup holders, a wireless charging pad right here, and a C-type where you can connect your CarPlay. In this particular model, you will need to connect a C-type cable to connect your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. There's also a 12 volt here. It has NFC supporting. So in the phones that have NFC, you can tap the phone right here on that pad. That will connect the Bluetooth automatically. This is a key sensor. You can keep your E-class keys here, or anywhere nearby in the cabin also will detect. Near the touchpad, we have some buttons. The dynamic toggle will help you change the driving mode. So in this particular variant, you have sports, comfort, eco and individual. Individual you can customize. So basically, if you want the engine level to be at sports, you can customize it from here. So when I tap here, drive is the engine. If I want the steering to be at sports, I can change that as well. And the ESP. Now ESP is the stability of the car, electronic stability program, that you can change from here as well. Like for example, if I want engine to be on eco because I want to save fuel, but steering I want to have it on sports mode, so I feel the rigidity of the steering wheel. Stability of the car, I want it as comfort. This I can customize according to my wish. That is called the individual mode. To change the driving mode, you simply have to toggle this down or up, and it will change the driving mode automatically. Sports will give you more dynamic, more better pickup, faster acceleration. Comfort, generally in our city drive, we drive the car in comfort mode. Eco is more fuel efficient, so eco will save a lot of fuel. In case the car has been driven at reserve, eco is the best mode to drive. Now on the main dash screen, you will be notified the driving mode here as well. So this little E that you see in the bracket, that shows that the car has been driven in eco. But if I change the driving mode, you can see it in comfort. This is sports and this is individual. So when you change the driving mode, you get to see right here as well. Coming to the other buttons around the touchpad, we have this icon here, which means the parking sensors will be turned off. The main reason to turn off the sensors would be in extreme traffic conditions, if the sensor keeps beeping and it might disturb you, then you can turn off the sensors. But be cautious, because as this will turn off all the sensors, you will not be notified if something comes too close to the car as well. Then this P with the camera icon here, it will not only turn on the cameras, but it also helps in auto park. So when I press this button, you get to see the screen here, which indicates that the car is now searching for a parking space. I will make a different video for the active park assist as well. Here you get to see all the angles of the camera. So this is the front angle, the side angles, and the rear angle. So you get to see everything right from here. Moving forward, we have this auto start stop button right here. Auto start stop means that at any signal or at a standstill, the car's engine will automatically turn off to save fuel. But if you are stuck in heavy traffic for a long while, you should turn this off, as the ignition will keep turning off again and again, slowing down the cooling process as well as putting a little bit of pressure on the engine as well. So in heavy traffic, you press this button, you will get an A off icon on the screen as well, indicating that the auto start stop is now off and the ignition will remain on as long as you don't manually turn off the engine from the start stop button here. So this button will help you with that. When the auto start stop is on, that means the ignition will turn off at any place where the car is at a standby for a few seconds. Then we have the volume button, which is your radio or media volume button. Now this button is not only an increase decrease button, you can also press this to mute. We have this turn off button as well, which will turn off the screen. So when you press this button, you get an icon on the pop-up message on the screen. System off means that any music playing in the background will also turn off. Display off indicates that only the display will turn off. Any music playing in the background will yet continue. Now this icon here is for the rear sun blind. Although there are all the sun blinds in the car are automatically controlled, this specific button is for the rear sun blind right there in the car. Along with the buttons on the sides, this touchpad can also be used not only to change the icons and control the screen, but after you open navigation, this same touchpad can be used to even draw the letters. So in a normal keypad, you will have to individually turn these buttons like this to move the letters. But if you are while driving, if you want to write down, then you tap on this icon here and now you can draw the letters as well. So on the touchpad, whatever letter you type, the Mercedes will read out the letter for you. As we can see on the screen, we have phone, wherein you can connect two phone devices at the same time. So for example, if there is one phone that is playing radio or music, another can connect to their callings as well, and both can work simultaneously. So one phone can make calls while the other plays the music. So if there are multiple people in the car, you won't have to disconnect your own phone to let them connect the music. Then we have the navigation, which is the Mercedes-Benz map. Then we get radio. Media will be your phone's music. So whatever phone is connected, the Bluetooth will start play the music. In comfort, you get the ambient lights. So Mercedes is the only brand in which you will get 64 different colors of lights. Right now we are in the multicolor settings. So these are some themes. Here you can see the combination of colors. So like here is red, this is the blue. On the door handle you will get a combination of red and blue as well. You can select whatever color combination you like. and if you turn off the multicolor settings, you get a panel of 64 different ambient light colors. Then you also get the brightness, wherein you can settle down the brightness of the car, the ambient lights. You can either move them all together, or if you like the brightness of the ambient light on the display, you can go to brightness zones and individually change the ambient light settings. So when we say display, there's ambient light here. The brightness of that particular ambient light will increase or decrease from here. Then we go at the rear. So on the rear also you have some ambient lights here on the rear seats that you can increase or decrease from here. And in the front we have, of course, the ambient lights here, which can be increased or decreased from this. This is all we get in comfort. Coming to the info will show you some information. So info will show you some information about the car, as in how much acceleration or braking. This will be real time. Then in the engine settings, you will get to see the torque output of the car. Consumption, this is also real time. So in last 30 minutes, it shows you what is the average as well as what is the consumption. You can also change it up maximum up to 3 hours. Then you get the owner's manual. So of course at the time of delivery you will get a owner's manual, but this owner's manual is within the car. So if you can't find the book or you don't have the time to read the book, you can just tap on the owner's manual here and read the exact script on the screen as well.